Good morning. Welcome to the forecast discussion for Wednesday, July 7th, 2021. We have a lot to talk about, so let's dive right into it. Well, it's muggy once again this morning with temperatures ranging from the upper 60s to mid 70s over the interior, mid 70s to even some lower 80s along the coast, with dew points in the upper 60s to mid 70s. It is muggy, steamy, just uncomfortable out there with some areas of low clouds and fog, especially over the interior. Winds are from the southwest around 5 to 10 miles per hour, and it's going to be setting up to be another uncomfortable, hot, humid day with temperatures rising up into the mid to upper 80s on the immediate coast, upper 80s to lower 90s away from the coast. But that heat index is going to be pushing over 100 degrees, especially along the I-95 corridor from Philadelphia to New York City. So you're going to want to be prepared. Now, yesterday we had some pretty nasty thunderstorms. Will we have the same type of thunderstorms today? Not exactly. You can see the winds building here, right? Now, clearly they're coming from the Bahamas and sending that tropical air northward. But these winds are part of the high pressure system that is building a little bit more into the coastal plains. So that's going to keep the immediate coast a little bit drier. But also, it's going to push Elsa a little bit further west. This is Elsa right here. It is currently a tropical storm, and it's expected to make landfall today around the Big Bend of Florida and then lift up towards eastern Georgia. Now, the track of Elsa is a little bit further to the west, just a tad. And as a result, it's going to increase the potential for widespread heavy rainfall and strong winds for the region for Friday morning. And as you can see here, it's getting its act together right before it makes landfall, as these storms tend to do. And there's a potential it could reach hurricane strength. Now, whether it's 65 mile per hour winds or 75 mile per hour winds, the impacts are the same for the Florida Panhandle and northwestern parts of the Florida Peninsula, with heavy rainfall, the threat for tornadoes, very strong winds. You get the idea here. So this is going to be lifting northward, and it will be interacting with this cold front back here. So here you can see on our surface map, we have our series of troughs. This could instigate some thunderstorms, especially in between these two troughs, right? So you have this trough here, you have this trough off to the west around central Pennsylvania. And in between these troughs, this is where I'm looking for thunderstorm development over eastern Pennsylvania, the Delaware River Valley, the Hudson River Valley up towards Connecticut. Along the coast, a little bit less chance of those showers and thunderstorms, remaining dry for most of the day. Then you see this cold front back here. This cold front will be approaching, drawing all this moisture northward starting tomorrow, and then the core of Elsa lifting through the region ahead of this cold front and on the cold front as we move through on Friday. The only good news here is that this storm is booking. So by the time it moves through us Friday morning, very heavy rainfall, strong winds, but it is out of here by the evening. So that's certainly some good news. On the infrared satellite picture, you can see Elsa. There's our cold front approaching. You can see the whole setup here with our ridge building into the coastal plain. And on our visible satellite picture, again, this haziness is actually smoke from the fires out towards British Columbia and the Pacific Northwest. That's what you're seeing here being transported thanks to the polar jet stream. So that's what you're actually seeing here. And then you got some haziness too with all this humidity in the atmosphere. So if your sinuses are acting up, that's why. So let's dive into this forecast for today. Look for scattered cloud cover, the threat for showers and thunderstorms, especially away from the coast. Some of these thunderstorms, again, will have the potential to be severe, heavy downpours, frequent lightning, much like yesterday. But this time I think it's going to be focused along and west of the Delaware River, off towards northwest New Jersey, and towards the Hudson River Valley in northern Connecticut. Temperatures will rise into the mid to upper 80s along the coast, upper 80s to mid 90s everywhere else, with a heat index over 100 degrees. For tomorrow, our cold front approaches and all that tropical moisture gets drawn northward. Look for low temperatures tomorrow in the upper 60s to mid 70s. High temperatures tomorrow in the upper 70s to lower 80s over the interior, lower to mid 80s along the coast, mid 80s to lower 90s in the Delaware River Valley, with periods of showers and thunderstorms. Some of these thunderstorms will be capable of some very heavy downpours. Then on Friday, here comes Elsa. Now, Elsa is going to be moving very quickly, so Friday morning into early Friday afternoon is a complete washout. heavy rainfall, looking for anywhere between 2 to 4 inches on the coast and about a half an inch to an inch and a half as you move further west, let's say towards the Poconos and Catskills. But along the immediate coast, looking for very heavy rainfall, and I'm watching those winds, looking for sustained winds, let's say around 20 to 40 miles per hour, but those wind gusts mixing down in that heavy rainfall could push to hurricane strength. So that's something that we really have to keep an eye on for Friday morning along, let's say, the New Jersey coast and around Long Island. Temperatures on Friday range from the upper 60s to lower 70s for lows and upper 70s to lower 80s for highs. On Saturday, the cold front that's driving Elsa out stalls out to our south, keeping a mix of sun and clouds and an isolated shower being a threat. Look for low temperatures in the upper 50s to lower 60s over the interior, mid to upper 60s along the coast. High temperatures ranging from the mid 70s to lower 80s, mid 80s in the Philadelphia metro. Then on Sunday, a wave of low pressure develops along that stationary front, producing periods of rain on Sunday. We look for lows in the lower to mid 60s over the interior, mid to upper 60s along the coast, high temperatures in the mid to upper 70s throughout the region. On Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, it is the same scenario once again. High pressure off to our east, cold fronts off to our west. We're stuck in between with increasing humidity and a threat for a shower or thunderstorm each day. Temperatures will range from the mid 60s to lower 70s over the interior and upper 60s to mid 70s along the coast for lows. High temperatures will range from the mid 70s to lower 80s on the immediate coast, lower to mid 80s over the higher elevations, and mid 80s to lower 90s in the Delaware River Valley. That is your forecast discussion for today. Of course, I'm your meteorologist, Stephen DiMartino, and as always, stay safe out there.